Hello to you guys, Lisa's here, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Russia. Today I'm in Vorkuta, what was once a thriving Soviet city, 50 years later become half abandoned. So let's go and learn more about history of this beautiful and fascinating place. This is the district where I stay and we can start exploring from here. If you think that we are in outskirts of the town, we are not. We are actually just 15 minutes from Lenin Street, from the central street of this town. This podest is blocked with cement blocks. And yesterday in the evening, I saw only one window with light in this house. There are these beautiful purple flowers everywhere. I wonder what are those? This one looks completely abandoned. Look at the entrance, guys. But I just saw new windows in the middle of this building, so probably there are still people living here. I want to say respect to people of Vorkuta. They have a plastic container which is full of real plastic, guys. This is better than Moscow. In our separate containers, people put it all together, so big respect to you, Vorkuta. What I also mention here is that how quiet it is and how calm it is here. I don't have anything to eat. Why did you come? I'm scared. Oh my god. Invasion of Vorkuta birds. Stop it. This is gymnasium number 2, like a special school. Looks very nice, renovated. And this is local high school. It is very visible that local people like to drive Russian cars. There are lots of old Soviet cars, as well as just Ladas. Very patriotic. Or maybe people just couldn't afford to bring new and nice cars to here. The history behind Vorkuta is fascinating, really. It's supposed to be a city that brings prosperity to Soviet superpower with its coal mining production. They built 12 coal mines around Vorkuta, and now only 4 remain open. In the meantime, I'm trying to understand why there are no nice asphalt roads in these inner hoods. My guess is that Vorkuta lives in such a hard weather conditions. They have 9 months of winter here and 9 months of ice and snow. So they're going to see soil only during summertime for 2 or 3 months. That's maybe why they don't care much about doing nice roads. It says danger zone, do not walk under the balconies. This is very beautiful one. It says magazine, very old Soviet sign for the food shop. It's called Magazin Vilena Продукты. It's not functioning though. The door seems closed. I found my first Soviet factory in this town and a bus stop. The bus stop called Kombinat in Russian, and I translated it to English. So it is refrigeration plant. We need to see respect to Vorkuta because they built a very modern bus stop that can protect people from cold. Imagine waiting for the bus outside when it's minus 30 or 40. It says the owner of the enterprise is everyone's business. This is local bread factory. In Russian it's called Kombinat. And they even have a small shop where we can buy fresh and delicious Russian bread from the north. Now let's move on towards downtown of Vorkuta and let's find where we can get delicious northern coffee. Here we go. Now I came to the Lenin Street. It is longest street in Vorkuta city, and there's a Soviet star showing us the way. This is what should be some kind of aquatic center or swimming pool. You see the dolphins, guys? But the first row of windows and the main gate is closed. You can ask me, is it scary to go around city that looks so sketchy? And I tell you that yes, a little bit, but I'm trying to look like Gopnik today, so you need to be like local and they will treat you like local. Population of Vorkuta was more than 100,000 people, and now it's only less than 50,000 people left. And government actually cannot count exact amount of people who live here. Maybe it's just only 30,000 or 20,000, because people are leaving Vorkuta and sometimes they do not even sell their apartments. They just leave everything inside, close the door, and then they just leave and never come back. Or sometimes people would work in Vorkuta for 9 months and then they would leave for summer for 3 months to enjoy maybe other parts of Russia where they can get more sun. So it's very hard to count how many people live in this town. People who live here used to get very nice money during the Soviet time. In 70s and 80s, this city lived better than St. Petersburg or Moscow because of northern dotations. But in 90s, most of the coal mines were shut down, and now people have to leave because economical situation has changed. Something is still being done here. You see that they are repairing all roof in this building. Yesterday I went there and prices just shocked me because it's so much expensive than Moscow, especially fruits and vegetables. Maybe I should do a separate video about northern supermarkets in Vorkuta. This is again Central Street, and it's more positive here because you can see a lot of different shops, pharmacies, have Magnet, Sberbank. So life pretty much goes on. Now I came to the Miner's Palace of Culture. It is very beautiful building, really, with those sculptures, with those columns, this beautiful lady on a rooftop with a flag, and there is an epic sign. It says, "Coal, it is real bread of industry." I went inside and met a local lady that worked there. She explained me a little bit about this palace and she promised to give me a tour around this palace, but a bit later during this week, because this weekend Vorkuta celebrates Day of the Miner. Like, it's a big day for this city because every second person here works in a mine. There is a legend that this sculpture being built like Stalin, this man with mustaches, with hat and a newspaper. It could be a real Stalin or the man who just looked like him. She explained me that this palace was built here not by chance, but because geologists found a place with solid rocks underneath, and then they decided to build it here. It was built in 1950s, and it remains beautiful up until these days. Lady from the palace explained me about their harsh climate. She explained me that it can be sunny one day, and another day temperature can drop to zero, and then because of moisture it can freeze, and then it can unfreeze the second day. Yeah, so because of harsh climate and humidity, buildings get destroyed faster. We are very lucky today to see the positive side of Vorkuta with sunny sky. Yesterday when I just arrived, it was completely opposite. I saw very typical weather for Vorkuta. Very gray skies with low clouds. Check it out, guys. This is a lucky one. Building that has been renovated. Has very cute snowflakes on its rooftop, right? Just the opposite side. Completely different picture. Wow, let's go there. It's completely empty. The guy said, "You don't have to be like others." Wow. It's a bit scary, isn't it? This is very scary, guys, but it's very interesting because you can still find here pieces of furniture, clothes, wallpapers on the walls. So you can imagine how life was here years ago and how people have abandoned it. I found Moskovskaya Street. A little hello from the place that I came from. It is not an outskirts of the city. It's a corner of Moskovskaya and Lenin Street. So it's literally a downtown. This house have a sign, spaces for sale. Call them if you need to buy a place in Vorkuta. I wonder how much it would cost to buy entire building in Vorkuta city. There are many vlogs in YouTube about Vorkuta, and some vloggers come here to film a video and then they say that Vorkuta is the most depressive town of Russia, that everything is super bad here. But I came here not for doing that. I would not call this place depressive actually. I'm here to show you how fascinating and interesting this place is. And actually, I didn't meet depressed people here. So far, I meet lovely people of Vorkuta. I met a girl in a coffee shop that trying to save money towards buying a flat. I met amazing woman from the palace. She was really proud of her palace, by the way. Oh wow, look at that. Eunice. I saw normal families and even kids. It seems like life goes on in this town. I think we have to consider the history of this place. Coal was very important during 20th century for Soviet industries and for winning Great Patriotic War. But nowadays, we do not need that much coal anymore. Once it was really important to build Vorkuta and mine coal, but now time is different and people just living to another regions of Russia which are developing. And I think it's a normal flow of history. Just look at this massive crack. It looks like this corner of the building will fall apart soon. It would be really nice if government would still invest money here and would keep Vorkuta going. But some kind of mega project is needed because I tell you that Vorkuta has that many abandoned buildings here. So I think it's just difficult to repair them all only with a local budget, you know? People who still live here, they pay taxes, but I tell you, it's just not enough to build it from scratch. I think only massive investments can help to restore Vorkuta. I found city park of Vorkuta. We can go inside and check it out. Water here is surprisingly clean. I would say it's even more clear than lakes in Moscow because here I can see the bottom of this lake. You can agree with me, guys, that I really like to go outside of Moscow to see some sincere people because sometimes I feel that people in Moscow are a little bit fake. I found a place that I really wanted to see with my own eyes. I found old epic Soviet mosaic. Let's check it out. 26th of November 1943. In severe time of fighting with fascism, our city was established. You can see northern sun and flying aircraft and northern people living in their tomb with reindeers and people establishing the coal mines and a lady planting a tree. Really fascinating picture from the Soviet past. Do you see that all official signs on buildings? They are in two languages. One of those is Russian, obviously, and the second one is local native language of Komi. I don't know if I could live in Vorkuta for a year, but one I know for sure is that I came here in the right time. It's warm, it's pleasant, and it's bright. You know that in June or in summer it's very bright here, and in winter they have only 2 or 3 hours of sunlight because we're beyond a polar circle. I'm on my way to find central square of Vorkuta because there should be a concert today. Do you remember the Soviet star? Basically, I walk around Vorkuta. I made a big circle because we were here just a few hours ago. Local Vorkuta drivers are very polite. They would usually always stop when they see you coming closer to the zebra crossing. So I came here. This is cafe where I ate lunch today. It is beautiful building of local mining college. Young people of Vorkuta can get education here. They have different programs. I saw on their website that they have accounting and you can study laws, but mostly they have programs that related to mining and coal, as everything in Vorkuta. It is very happy day for Vorkuta because this weekend they celebrate Day of Miner. And I follow the people because I hope to find local celebration of this holiday. There is one local company called Vorkuta Ugel, Vorkuta Coal, that keep Vorkuta's economy going. Working in a mine should be really hard, but at least local people could earn decent money from doing that. I say decent, I do not say high, because local salaries are not much higher than like you would earn in Moscow, for example. The reality is that in Moscow you still can earn more than here working in mine. Look guys, I found a central hotel of Vorkuta. It has name of Vorkuta, so you can come here and have your amazing northern vacation. As a person from Vladivostok, I was complaining about climate in my town, for example. But you know, at least we have sea there. Yes, we have five months of winter in Vladivostok, but at least we have 3 months of nice summer where we can go to the ocean, go to the island, and have some amazing time. But what Vorkuta people have? They have tundra, they have coal mines, and they have abandoned Soviet towns around them. And sometimes I heard that for example they can work in the mine for 9 months and then they would have a very long holiday for 2 or 3 months for the period of summer. So they're trying to go somewhere to the south of Russia or maybe abroad to just spend some time outside of this mining town. So I won't be complaining anymore about living in Vladivostok. This old and wise looking man started it all. Because of him, city of Vorkuta exists. He was a geologist in Soviet Union that has been sent to prove that there is coal in this region. His name is Alexander Chernov and he is an opener of Pechora's coal basin. It was a quick ride. Vorkuta is not a big town. You see? After one day of exploring, I became almost a local person. So let's go home. Finally, back to my apartment here in Vorkuta with really cute chamomile flowers. So tomorrow we will go and explore a different area of Vorkuta city. So if you don't want to miss it, please subscribe to my channel because it is not going to be the only one video that I will upload from here. And please give me a big like, so let's make Vorkuta famous. Let's get a lot of views on this video because world gotta see how epic this place is. And if you want to learn more about Lisa the Russian, you can go and watch other videos on my channel because I have a lot of them. So thank you so much guys for your support and staying until the very end of this video, and I will see you guys very soon in my next one. Bye bye!